Would you mind selling it for £235? I would give it to my little brother to use it at the uni. Thank you. Sorry, it's already discounted from $550. I can't really go any lower. You can find PCs with 2060 GPU and i7 processor for £400. If that's the case, then go and buy one of those. Thumbs up. It's like they think individual sellers have price match guarantees. Even worse actually, cause you don't even know where that price came from. Hello Redditors of the internet, nobles Xenon here, and welcome to our Choosing Beggars part 70. Let's get started. So, my local sheriff's office is looking for volunteers. I can barely afford my own home, but you want me to volunteer to check on rich people's vacation homes and provide court security? No thanks. Wanted. Volunteers. Josephine County Sheriff's Office is seeking volunteers for the following: manning the Merlin and Cave Junction substations, vacation home checks, abandoned vehicle tows, and court security. Yes, volunteers, not paid workers. Something tells me this is not gonna attract the best kind of people, but that's just me. For this next one, mind you, there are a ton of geese where I live. This was posted in some sort of residence group. We need someone to clean up the goose droppings at our private lakefront park. We'll pay $10 for each cleaning and would like it done twice a week. In addition to the pay, you can access our park, which has a 200-foot pier for fishing, a boat ramp, picnic tables, horseshoe pit, and playground facilities. Please contact me here or send me an email here. $10 per cleaning, you say? Then I'll be expecting thousands of dollars. And now a guy told me to Venmo him or do cash back. Yesterday day, interesting, I was grabbing Dunkin' as I was walking to my car. Guy told me he was starving and needed money for food. I offered him some of the breakfast wraps I bought. Since I didn't have any cash, he demanded for me to go across the street to do cash back or to Venmo him. He got really upset when I said no. And Hobo Buddha has a similar story. I got hustled out of $50 on Twitter trying to help a guy feed a starving family. If I'd have only looked into his tweet history, I would have realized he'd been pulling the same scam for ages. You see, this is why nowadays you always have to verify everything. Who knows what kind of scammers are out there? I felt like a chump, especially since this isn't the first time I've been burned trying to do good for people. The lesson I've learned is only act charitably towards people who aren't asking for it. Oh, you're not a chump, you just have a good heart. And now, a neighbor just keeps asking for more, now with better name blurring. By any chance, do you have $10 I can borrow until next Wednesday, and I'll pay you back $15? Yeah, sure, I can send Interact. What's your email? Just pay back the $10, no need to worry about the extra $5. Can you send it to this email? He needs it for gas for work, he said, or can you do $20 so he makes sure he has enough until I get money next week? It's this email at iCloud.com. Thank you. Can you let me know when you sent it so I can message him and let him know? Okay, I sent $20. It says he has auto deposit, so it should go through soon. Okay, I'll let him know. Thank you. He wanted me to ask you for $30 cause his car's a gas guzzler. The spelling on this one, but I didn't know if you could send that much. Guess you couldn't spell gas guzzler cause you're a money guzzler. This next one is complaining about a free-to-attend charity event with free activities in our small town. Well, what a disappointment the fun day was at the welfare. Loads of kids there and nothing much for them. The glitter tattoos, which we waited for an hour to get. Well done, ladies. You were the star of the day coping with all the kids, and few little pets were the only thing of interest. Goodie bags were gone by 1 p.m. I thought those things would be available all day. Always lots going on for older people in this town, never for the kids, and we wonder why they get up to mischief. NLC were given a Jubilee fund for the town, apparently. And now we have a Coach of the Year. I was looking at my Facebook memories this weekend, and this popped up from a few years back. I don't know what Choosing Beggars meant back then, and I hope it fits here. About 8 or 9 years ago, the head basketball coach at a Pac-12 school got a huge cash bonus for being named Conference Coach of the Year. As a thank you to the fans, he converted it to $5 gift cards for Starbucks and was going to be outside the arena giving them out to fans who wore team colors. So many people were like, why do I have to be a fan to get one? Isn't there something better than Starbucks gift cards to give to fans? And my favorite, I don't like Starbucks. Can I get something else? My opinion at the time was if you don't like it, don't get one, and apparently enough people complained that when he got another bonus the next season or two, he just kept it all to himself, or he gave it to charity, I don't remember. and said that his giveaway was unappreciated, so he wasn't gonna do it again. And I'm willing to bet there were less complaints when he just pocketed the money, so I don't get it. And now this dude wants a web scraper bot with 10 different functions for $5. Need scraper bot for a website, very easy task. 1. Get link from text. 2. Open the link in Google Chrome. 3. Close pop-up ads. 4. Go to product. 5. Open the number phone. 6. Export the number phone and the name to Excel. 7. Go to next product, same things. 8. Go to next page. 9. Go to Chrome and go to the next link in the text. 10. Export the data to another Excel. My dude, can you not put things in list form? If this dude wants it to open Chrome and export to Excel, then this dude is definitely not a programmer. And now someone is exploiting students for her financial gain. My original proposition was for a collab, which you agreed to. The only reason I was offering to pay was if I saved money on a studio, which I haven't. So I would have been paying out of my own pocket. With respect, if I had more of a budget to spend on a photographer, I wouldn't be looking to collab with a student, but don't worry about it, cause I'm just gonna take the pictures myself. Yes, that's exactly how that works. You pay money out of your pocket for a service. But yeah, save us all the headache and just take the pictures yourself. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? And now a lady condescendingly asks for her whole deposit back after backing out of a transaction because of her own negligence. Sold a pair of elegant side tables. Sounds good. $3.45 ETA, and then a couple hours later, I would appreciate a refund of the $25. I did not see the dimensions, and it really should read petite, cute, or small so people know. At minimum, put a note in there to ensure they read your dimensions. Elegant side tables are not typically looked at being half the size of a normal side table. That was 2.5 hours of driving, and for what? A table for ants? I'm sorry this didn't work out. I clearly put the dimensions of the tables in the description of my post. That is the most accurate way to communicate their size. I cannot control whether or not you read the description or how long you had to drive. Whole deposits are non-refundable because I took the item off the market to give you preference over other interested buyers. And as your indication of commitment to the transaction, I hope you're able to find something else that works for your space. Your response is pretty telling on the type of person you are. If the dimensions weren't there, this would have been a whole different story, but they were written in the description. It's your responsibility to read it. And now we have a lady who wants a preteen to watch her kids for $50 a week. Amber is in search of a preteen willing to come to my house and teach my 5, 6, and 7-year-old. I work out of my home and feel they do well when they stay in a routine throughout the summer, and it helps with keeping them tame in order for me to work. I'm thinking somewhere around $50 per week to come from about 9 to 3. In the past, we've done an hour of reading and writing, an hour of math, and an hour of science. I also have recess and lunch and free time. If you have a preteen who might want to take on the challenge, shoot me a message. Oh, and some of these comments. You want a preteen to help teach and watch 3 kids 6 hours a day and only make $50 a week? That's a huge ask of a young person in their own summertime as well. That's exactly what I was thinking. Hello, hopefully she reads this and corrects the errors. And Amber, the choosing beggar, replies, I'm open to anyone. I'm struggling to keep a business above water and money coming in. I just thought I'd start somewhere. I wasn't really clear either. I was thinking like 2 or 3 days a week, not the whole week. Honey, get them kids a routine and loving authoritative structure and have them stick to it. Don't waste pocket change on children almost their age. My son's 7 and I help and it gets cut off. So you want to pay someone underage $1.67 an hour to drive to your house and teach your kids? Is this a joke? $50 a day, you get 18 summers with your babies. Perspective here, they never get to be kids again. I'm thinking Amber forgot a 0 here. Your pay is correct for the 1950s. If this person shows up, I would question their motive. Very true, very true. Wow, 1950s. And now this next one expects a person to work hard with no bathroom use, tolerate the heat, and I suspect a lowball offer coming in. I'm looking for someone who's interested in making a few bucks on the side by pulling weeds and raking pine needles for me. This would be a tough job and I need someone who isn't afraid of hard work and will listen to instructions. This is a temporary job until weeds and raking are completed to satisfaction. In other words, a job well done. Approximately 15 to 20 hours I anticipate. This individual should be able to start June 6th. I consider an individual 16 and older, so if a student, someone after school will be considered. However, Here we go. You must have your own transportation to my house and back to yours. You must not mind working in the sun. You will not have access to my home, so bathroom trips should be made prior to arrival here. No weed pulling or raking in the rain. I live in this place, so someone close by would be helpful. Any interested individuals, please message me on Facebook. Thank you. And now a YouTuber I used to watch went off the deep end. He has now come back and wants people to pay him to work on his album. Absolutely not how this works. TC the Top Cat says, not sure if everyone's aware of this, but the reason I haven't been posting as regularly and it seems like my heart hasn't been in it is because I've been working on my own personal music. As it stands right now, it's just a mixtape, but it sort of has a storyline within the confines of a reality that sort of mirrors mine. So it is written, and I've done some graphics for it, and I have all the instrumentals for each of the 9 songs with an additional 2 backup instruments for each. None of these instrumentals are cleared for exclusive rights, and I was fine with this. But honestly, I kinda wanna see this on Spotify and streaming services. I'd like to throw my hat in the YouTuber rapper sphere just to see what happens. So if any of you are interested in a guest feature, a production credit, graphic design on the limited vinyls, or mixing and mastering credit on this project as an official release, you may make a donation to this cause via Cash App or PayPal. For a guest feature verse on one of the 9 tracks, the minimum donation is $100. For a reduction credit, meaning a beat that you produce that impresses me more than what I've already got, the minimum donation is $100 as well. Both of these options come with 5 redos each, so if your verse isn't up to par on the first try, you've got 4 more, same goes for the beats. And you have to pay him $100 for the privilege. This dude's logic is on a whole different planet right now. The minimum donation to design the graphic album cover to go on a limited edition vinyl is $300, so triple if you want to design the graphic album cover. And this dude keeps calling it donations, implying that this is some sort of charitable work. Anyway, this is because I'm an artist by passion, and you better blow me out the water if I'm gonna take my own work down, lol. So wait a minute, do you keep the money then if you don't like other people's works? If so, this is getting worse and worse the more I read this. If you want to mix and master the final master tracks, the minimum donation is $75, but I may just waive that entirely if people are willing to sit and make me sound better. Every single person who has a hand in helping me to make this official release on Spotify and YouTube Music happen will be credited officially as contributors in your given field on the album in its finality. Oh great, I also get exposure in the credits that nobody reads. Yay! I plan on shooting 2 or 3 music videos as well, and anyone who donates anything will be included in at least one video with your social media handles and links to identify you. This would be the beginning of what's not to become commonplace, but what's once my revolutionary idea for how to incorporate the creation of music with social media. And I will greatly appreciate anybody who wants to take part in this midlife crisis obsession and passion of mine. My brother in Christ, there is nothing revolutionary about this, but there is a lot revolting about this, that's for sure. I will drop a rough draft of a couple of the songs tonight so you can gauge what little talent I have and whether or not you want to put your name anywhere near mine on an album. Much love, and here's my Cash App. Stand by for PayPal, that's coming soon. And don't forget the Venmo, and the Zelle, and the Patreon, and maybe even an OnlyFans, wink wink. You don't even know if you're good at this, and you want people to pay you for the honor, the privilege of being on your album, and doing a lot of the work for him too. And Miss T Winter says he updated today saying he misspoke on his post and that's not what he meant at all, rolls eyes. Though very interesting that now he deleted this, so it looks like nothing happened. But just remember, the internet never forgets. This next one didn't even give them a chance to respond. Is this item still available? Yes. Are you in? Yes. Can you help a low-paid 100% disabled veteran out with a good deal? Have $150 cash with your name on it. Happy face. Or a brand new Zotac Extreme Amped Edition 1070. You don't entertain offers? Just because you didn't respond, I don't want to buy shit from you now. And now a local choosing beggar complains that college won't let him post a year-long unpaid internship. A year long! I posted an internship this morning on some of the college boards we work with, and UMass Boston declined it due to being unpaid. I thought it was ironic considering the college requires tuition from students to teach, but feels that a business should pay a student to be taught and gain professional experience. Yes, you gain experience by working, which should be paid. There is no doubt in my mind that 1 year in my office interning, learning a trade, how to be successful with money, leadership skills, people skills, presentation skills, goal setting and execution, and how to build a business from scratch to scaling a company would be much more valuable for most students today versus 4 years worth of a student loan debt from UMass Boston, with the hope they gain employment upon graduating. Most kids I interview today have zero interview skills, never mind any of the skill sets above. Would love to actually know what parents and students are actually paying thousands of dollars for, and does it need to be 4 years, or is it just that way to charge more? I bet this person would also require a degree for their job positions. By the way, I'm hiring a summer intern for 2 to 3 days in my Braintree office. If you can pass this along to those who are still motivated in life, send me a DM if you want the exact description of the opportunity. For this next one, if you're doing it for free, make sure you do it perfectly. I've met a lot of choosing beggars in my life, but this is the first time I've really been shocked by the behavior. My next door neighbor is an elderly woman. She rarely leaves the house, usually to just sit in her car and listen to the radio. The pastor's family on the other side of her do most of the outdoors work for her, like taking the trash to curb, raking leaves, and for the purposes of this story, mowing her lawn. Today, as I was mowing and cleaning up my own yard, I noticed that there were patches of tall grass and weeds that had been missed in hers. Well, apparently she did too, because she stormed out and started cursing and not quite yelling, but talking loud enough that I was able to hear her over my own mower. Knowing the answer, but being a consummate pot stirrer, I asked if she actually paid someone to do such a terrible job on her lawn. To my surprise, she just glared at me and walked back into her house. Oh well, it's not like I was gonna offer to fix it for free. And yes, I'm definitely the a-hole in this story as well. This next one is selling a Novation Launch Key Mini MK3 25 key USD for $80. 40 cash. Look at these. Okay, then buy those instead. Obviously, LOL. Thumbs up. You think yours is worth more cause you're in San Francisco, LOL? Maybe read the description instead of assuming. Huh? I read it. Why even bother hitting me up then, LOL? Go buy those if you can't afford mine. Condition new. It's not about affording, genius. Yeah, says condition is new. What is not understandable about that? So, LOL? As in new, unused. Learn to read. Sounds like this person wanted a new one for the price of the used ones. And now a musician reached out to me multiple times on IG comments and donates 1 pence on PayPal to get me to respond to them because they needed an album cover urgently. Then asks me to find them a cheaper alternative of my work. Hi. I saw you did the artwork for my friend's EP and I wanted to know if you can do mine. Sorry, but I'm currently only accepting commissions starting at this price and above. Please email me if you would like to move forward with the project, thanks. Do you know anyone who does what you do specifically but cheaper, as I need my artwork done ASAP? If anything, I need a description of what you do to a T, so I know exactly what or who to look for. By the way, here's 1p. Please check your DM on Instagram, it's urgent. And now we may have what could be the most generous Fiverr buyer in the world. Hey man, I have an idea for a game, but I can't do it alone. Hello, thank you for contacting me. How can I help? I'm trying to make a game, Rome versus Egypt versus Greek versus Norse. You have to pick a faction and it will have some story, but mainly online, kind of like Lionheart-esque, but ancient times, where players pick who to join, and join in massive player versus player siege, and each kingdom will have their own environment: Norse snow, Greek plains, Egypt desert, Rome jungle, and me and you and 2 others will lead one of those kingdoms. Like I get Greek and you get Norse. My players and siege weapons will attack your kingdom while you and your players defend. There will also be forts and villages around each territory. You can make a clan so other factions can hire you, and that's pretty much it for now. My dude, have you heard of punctuation? And there'll be 4 emperor. Wow, that seems like an ambitious project. Before we continue, what's your budget? $10. Yeah, $10 for all that. Honestly, I'm surprised the offer wasn't given in Robux. And now a customer is upset that a mattress store won't help them move? 3 stars. They sold us a nice bed, but 2 years later when we were moving, they refused to help us move the bed even after we offered to pay for it. So in our opinion, all they do is sell beds. Don't expect anything else after that. I'm sorry, but we're a mattress store, not a moving company. And now a beggar wonders why the seller would hide the event ticket barcode in an online post. $600 for 2 Polo G floor pit tickets. Who gave you those tickets, or did you win them? Why cross out the tracking number? You could pay it forward and give them to someone who would like to go and could never afford to go. Just think how good you would feel. Comp does mean free. Whoever gave them to you might be happy you did it. I mean, does it matter where the seller got the tickets? Comp just means that they got it for free, not that they have to give it to someone else for free too. For this next one, surely they'll refund your used underwear, including some wonderful comments. Sent to the warehouse. Not a happy customer here. I bought some underwear 5-pack at Warehouse West City for a friend. We thought we had the right size, but it turns out the lady needed the next size up, so we took them back to Warehouse West City hoping for an exchange, as we had the original receipt or a refund. The warehouse refused to do either of these. Basically, their attitude was tough shit. I get it, that they're health and safety concerns, but it's not like all the underwear were tried on, only the first pair. You can still resell the remaining 4 and get something for it. $12 isn't a huge amount, but it's the principle of the matter. I do not like being ripped off. If that's your policy, then you need to have it somewhere where it can be seen so customers do not get caught out. And here are some of the comments. Personally, I'm very glad the undies I buy from the warehouse haven't been worn by someone else. As for transparent policy, it has always been clearly stated. The choosing beggar knows it's unsanitary, but they choose to complain anyway. Excuse me, but just because only one pair looks tried on doesn't mean that 1, no cross-contamination, and 2, that the others haven't been tried on. It's not their job to try and resell used goods that have been touched by nether regions, even by proxy. If it's so easy, then put them on the marketplace yourself. I purchased some today for my girl, and the lady at the counter double-checked with me that I had the right size due to their policy, which for intimates has been around since I can remember. This last comment is just hilarious. Just buy the disposable ones, one size fits all. When you know it's time to do the laundry and a mask. Oh my god, the mask. For this next one, no. Read this list. Required skills. No job hoppers. No more than 2 jobs in the past 2 years. Looking for strong alcohol and wine knowledge. We will ask you questions. You care about your appearance and always look your best. Clean and ironed clothes, well groomed, etc. You ascribe to the mantra, yes is the answer. What's the question? You see serving others as a privilege, not as demeaning. And you are a team player and positive in general. We are not looking for people who like to gossip or tear others down. Job types full-time and part-time, and the pay is $2.13 an hour. Even if it's a tipped job, not enough money. And already taken says yes is the answer. What's the question? Does this job suck? For this next one, the reply I got from a creative director when I told them I couldn't work for free on an art project. Hi, I'm not really sure what to say given you're Danny's friend, but I won't say exactly how I feel or use the words I have in my head. I'll leave that to either to him or your skills of empathy. I don't really buy this as an excuse, and I'm very disappointed, somewhat angry that you've let us down, and for us to not even make your apology list. Evidence not being important. We were happy, but awkwardly waiting a long time based on your promise and confirmation of interest. If you hadn't been interested enough, which I will confidently say I'm sure you weren't based on this, you could have allowed us to have continued our search and realistically found an alternative that was going to deliver in a more comfortable timeline. Bottom line is, you've really let us down and I'm angry for the nature in which you did it. Excuse used in timing, but also very disappointed as you are a very talented artist who appear to be very nice, reliable, and professional. And do you mind telling me what it means when you're a professional? Ah yes, that they get paid for their work, which you are not doing. Anyway, I won't hold grudges and believe in karma, so I just wanted to say my peeve as honestly as possible, and I wish you good luck with your projects, so I can say when you're famous, damn, that artist is good and was about to work with us, but let us down badly last minute because we refused to pay them. This next one, starting a business to teach coding, wants me to code the site for him for a generous 10% equity. Hello, I'm a computer science student. I'm building a web app to help people improve their back-end skills by building projects. I'm offering a 10% equity in exchange to build it. I've already finished the UI designs. If you're interested, let me know. Wait a minute. If you're building an app to help teach people, then why wouldn't you be able to build this app yourself? And for this next one, only the attractive guys get free money on Facebook, apparently. Obviously, there must be something wrong with me, or I'm just utterly worthless to others, because anytime I try to ask for help when I genuinely need it, I rarely, if ever, actually have someone who cares enough to reach out and help. Yet I see others on here who literally ask for money every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, and have people just literally keep helping them? I just don't get it. But usually these people are far more attractive than I am, so reckon maybe that's why? Sad face? I'm just ready to give up, man. Do you have a job? Everyone's hiring, try that. I don't know about others, but I don't send money to people on here, period. I don't care how good they look, they could be using fake photos for all I know. People need to be working and earning a living. Total same. I refuse to send people money on Facebook. I don't even care if they're family. Still won't send them a dime. Asking for money on Facebook will get you no place. And the choosing beggar replies, "Oh yeah, 'cause it's so easy to go out and get a job with imaginary gas in the tank and living in an area where the closest job is a 30-minute drive either way on the highway. You completely missed the point I was trying to make. SMH. I don't ever see you guys, but when it's to try and put someone down, poof, here you are. Yet I don't ever see you, but when it's to ask money, poof, here you are. How about ask me some questions before you post your assumptions on here for everyone to see? I have an hour commute one way to and from work every day. I live in a rural area." Choosing Beggar replies, "What does that have to do with what I said though? I said that I cannot simply just get a job when I'm stranded at home with no gas and no one to help with gas. I can't just drive around with air in my gas tank, right? I have to be able to get to interviews just to be able to start a job, and then when and if I do get one, then I have to worry about making sure I'm able to get to and from that job every shift until my first check." They need to add a thumbs down like option on here so I can leave you all one. I get it, and I do agree that it's not that easy to get a job, but if you need some money for gas, then just say so. No need to complain that only attractive people get money. And for this last one, anyone willing to work for free or low pay? Hey y'all, looking for an intern at the office. Y'all know anyone? Have younger siblings in college? Anyone looking for business experience and credit? Willing to work for credit experience or low pay? Running errands, grabbing lunch, organizing around the office, etc. And if you just have me running errands all day, how will I learn the ins and outs of the business? I'll just say, no thanks, we'll just end the video right here. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Nightcrawler, Spoonie the Rogue, Vengeance, Dark Garden, Fake Corvus, and Kettle and Cormanda. You can join in a link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.